years. I was young but not scared. I said, yeah. Send you back 100 years. I was young but not scared. Check it out.
Hey, we're back on Chocolate Star Entertainment. For the last couple of weeks, we had the beautiful Kayla in the house. Yeah, she switched up on me. Look at our
outfit.
New outfit. Look, check it out. Turn around. Show the merchandise. Don't it look good? Look like some sweet Goldilocks.
Nefra denim once again.
Nefra denim. Shouts out to my girl who do the makeup.
Sandra.
There you go.
Beautiful job.
Sandra, shout out to my girl Sandra who did the beautiful makeup to Kayla. Kayla, so tell us what's the outfit? Tell them what you're working with. What you got?
Everything starts with a pair of jeans. She hand pins all of this, all of the material you see. She paints it, she sews it, everything. She's wonderful.
And could we get that in all sizes?
I'm sure you could if you asked.
Because this part was easy.
Yeah, why don't we make you one of these?
Well, she's gonna need a lot of these.
Look fabulous.
She's gonna need more than this. She's gonna need that right there. This right here fit under my arm.
And the shoes too?
That's one arm for me. That's one arm. That's maybe a part of my side right here. So we got the lovely Kayla in the show. But this week, we got something for you. We got a detective story. We're gonna show all the detective story of the first season of the detective story. So we wanted you to check out Mike Guzman doing his thing and what? The detective story, right?
The detective story.
Go ahead.
I am Detective Ben Santiago, and this is Alfredo Morales. He was about to put a bullet in my head. It was over for me. I was shot. Or was I? Alfredo had shot himself. We were taking him to the hospital. Little did I know, Vinny and his beautiful sister were planning a little surprise for Alfredo. My new partner and I were ready for just about anything, or so we thought. It was Vinny. He had come to kill Alfredo. Bad blood between Alfredo and Vinny's dad. Shots rang out. I pulled my piece and jumped out the vehicle after Vinny. Alfredo shot my partner while I was too busy chasing Vinny. Meanwhile, crazy Alfredo hijacked the ambulance. Vinny was a madman. Hard to keep up with him. His sister waited as a backup in the alleyway. At the time, I had no idea who she was, and she had quite a surprise laid out for me. Alfredo was going crazy. Nothing made him madder than somebody trying to kill him. Vinny had me running all around town. Hell, I was getting old. He ran down the alley where his sister was and carjacked the woman. A very beautiful one, I might add. I fired my weapon. His sister began to run, interference. Down the alleyway we all went. Vinny had her driving backward. Damn, I was out of bullets. Vinny had the woman pull over. Guess what? She wrote her digits on his hand. That damn Vinny was as smooth as they came. Alfredo was still going crazy. He got away. Before he could leave, Vinny had to promise to take her out Friday night. Me, I had to make a promise to take somebody out too. Vinny's sister. How stupid could I have been? Beautiful creature like that, wanting to take me out. She wanted to thank me for saving her life. It was her brother's life that perhaps got saved. I had no idea who she really was, nor what she was up to. I am Detective Ben Santiago, and this is Alfredo Morales. He was not at all happy. Angel here and her brother tried to kill him. The bullet wasn't going in my head, but hers. Angel was looking good, damn good. I just had to. But Angel and Alfredo weren't always enemies. There was a time that they were perhaps even lovers. Alfredo had set her brother up with a deal with the Asian, Kitsu and Mitsu. Kitsu was very traditional. He still bowed when meeting, and most of all, he hated guns. He had a very bad temper. Mitsu, his sister, was always trying to keep him calm. But Alfredo, he could charm any woman. It was time for business. The merchandise looked good, and Kitsu yelled out his offer. Alfredo yelled out a counteroffer. This upset Kitsu. He didn't believe in counteroffers, so he repeated his original offer. Before Alfredo could finish, Mitsu interrupted to keep her brother Kitsu from getting further upset. Alfredo's son pulled his piece. Like I said before, Kitsu hated guns. Godan rushed in. Mitsu disarmed the son. Kitsu snapped the goods and knocked Alfredo's gun from his hand. They hated guns, but they damn sure weren't afraid to use them. But Alfredo, he got away with the merchandise. but I was right there waiting for him. I wasn't taking any chances, so I shot him. I had shot Alfredo, and once again, he was on his way to the hospital, and Kitsu and his sister Mitsu were waiting. They hijacked the ambulance, shooting another new partner. Kitsu, still angry at Alfredo, decided to choke him to death and take the merchandise. Both Kitsu and Mitsu were both capable of going crazy whenever the mood struck them. Mitsu didn't mind shooting the driver just for the hell of it. And Kitsu, rather than use a gun, enjoyed choking people to death. And so they went on their way. Kitsu got tired of playing with Alfredo and decided to just knock him out. I knew how these two operated, so I was right there waiting for them. I fired. Kitsu jumped out and ran down the street. I pursued him. He was nuts, running in circles all over the place. Fast as hell, down the alleyway we went. Into the alleyway I went. There he was. He tried to kick the gun out of my hand. He hated guns. He tossed boxes and shit at me. The little bastard was tough. Real tough. I felt like I was no match for him. But I hang in there. Or at least I tried to. But he was too much.
Here, comedian Super Fox, we're here at the 45th Street Flea Market, and we're at
Screaming Ink Tattoo.
Hey, welcome to Screaming Ink Tattoo, where we do the best tattoos around the area. You can come in, we've been here 10 years. Come on down with your messed up tattoos. We'll go ahead, we'll make your nightmares turn into dreams. Okay? You can do piercings, body piercings, anything you want to do, we do it here. We got 3 really good artists here. You got me, myself, I'm Tony Touch. Right here we have Mr. Sandro Cabrera. Say hello to the camera, Sandro.
Mexico, cabrones.
Mexico in the house. Then we have Mr. Raul. Right here we got Raul. big man of Screaming 8 Tattoo. You got Mr. Tony Milani right here. The man behind you want, come on in. We'll take care of you. We'll show you some love.
We're back on Chocolate Star Entertainment. I'm your host, comedian Super Fox. Check this out. We shot the detective story back here at downtown City
Right
Place
over here.
near Flagler. So we want y'all to know we are showing much support to West Palm Beach. West Palm Beach, we're doing a lot of work for Palm Beach County. We need y'all to come up and support us. Detective story was down there. We shot over there on Clematis. You know Clematis. We also on Detour. We're right here on Flagler where the water at. You know, the one and only comedian Super Fox representing the 561. We're here with the lovely Kayla in the house. Looking like some fresh milk. I want some milk and cookies. Just some milk and cookies, oh yeah. Nah, the model of the week, we had to bring her back again. She's a model, very good at what she do. We had to bring her on our show again. Now, you're gonna see. You just saw a couple of the detective stories. Keep watching, because we got more of the detective stories by Mike Guzman. Check it out.
I am Detective Ben Santiago. Cse was beating the crap out of me, but I was determined not to give up. Cse wasn't quite satisfied with beating me down. He had to get one more last shot. Down I went. I just knew it was all over. I crawled to my gun, got off, one last shot. It hit him. I managed to slap the cuffs on him. I had him, or at least I thought. This was just a game to him. He pushed me off him and started all over. The little bastard got away. Angel found out what had happened to her brother. Since Cse didn't know who she was, she decided to go after him, her way. Everything was going quite according to her plans. Cse seen himself as quite a ladies' man. A player, in fact, like her brother. She knew the type. He was putty in her hands. She poured on the charm, and Cse certainly wanted it. He was loving it. Too much. She could wait no longer. She pushed him away, pulled her gun. Cse hated guns. He quickly kicked it from her. She ran off into the woods, and he pursued her. She was quick like a cat. Cse chased her like a rat. She had 9 lives. Lucky for her, this was her first, because Cse, he loved choking. I am Detective Ben Santiago, and this is my angel of death. She was about to put a bullet in my head when Alfredo showed up. He was not at all happy. Angel here and her brother Vinny tried to kill him. The bullet wasn't going into my head but hers. This was not her first time to die. Cse thought he had choked her to death. I am Detective Ben Santiago, and this is Alfredo Morales. He was not at all happy. Angel here and her brother tried to kill him. The bullet wasn't going into my head, but hers. Angel was looking good. And for a second, I had no idea of what was going on around me or what Angel wanted to do to me. It was time to go after Alfredo. Vinny and I both fired at him as he ran off. He ran right into this young lady. Her old man started to give him hell. He just pointed his gun at him. That seemed to calm him down a bit. Alfredo continued down the alleyway. I stopped to make sure they were okay. I was back after him. I would not lose him. I was not going to give up. He tried to steal a car and escape. Not this time, he was mine. He was going back to jail where he belonged. That night, I went to the club to celebrate. Fox was imitating the professor. He was doing a good job.
celebration of Christmas was not a good plan. Not for Beast, Zombie, or any damn man.
Listen here, I will kill you, you dancer. I will kill you. I will not tell you this again. You keep away from my princess.
We're back on Chocolate Star Entertainment. I hope you enjoyed the detective story we had this show. We've showed all of the seasons. Shout out to my boy Mike Guzman. And we want to give a shout out to Gil and the photography and all the work he done with all the models. Yeah, shout out to my boy Gil. And working with, you know who, Nafra, Sandra, who was
Gil?
the makeup lady, Gil.
All of them.
And
Thank
you?
guys so much.
Yeah, come on.
Thank you.
Your name?
Kayla.
Thank you. You ain't gonna talk about your
Sorry.
name? Kayla. I'm trying to get her to pull Kayla. Give a shout out to Kayla. She been on the show with us for the past 3 shows. We enjoyed you visiting us.
Well, thank you.
Not only you visited, you stayed. You
Thank
vacationed.
you.
And we loved every bit of it. Shout out to the, can I get a hug, a goodbye? Oh. Shout out to Kayla. See, you see how she mesmerized me?
Can't
Shout
even focus.
Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy JB on the track. Shout out to Kayla. Shout out to Nefra. Shout out to Sandra. Shout out to the whole team. Thanks Gary Davis for having us on Chocolate Star Entertainment. If you want to check out for more videos on YouTube, go to D Gary Davis. That's GDAV YouTube. One more time. That's GDAV54 YouTube. Check it out. Thank y'all. We had a nice time. Ooh, Lord.